to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show with Mike and Jay. Shalom. Hello, Jay.
Hey, hey.
Are you getting that in your ears, too?
The crackle?
Yeah.
The distinctive crackle?
What is that?
I don't know. You did something, I'm sure.
I've never heard this
Certain
before.
of
E, what did you do?
What did I do? Nothing that I would. I don't know.
Did it go? Is it just on the song?
I don't know. The
I've
power,
never heard that before. Wow.
I had to restart the computer
Oh,
again.
change
today.
the intro.
Yeah.
It's proof. We need to change the intro.
I will. Relax. Change the intro. So people don't ever have to go ding, ding. Fast forward again.
Oh.
Anyway, how are you, E? How are you, Jay?
Quite well.
We're doing good
Yeah.
today. It's a beautiful sunny day.
Yeah.
Take it while we can get it. Seriously, it's going to be over soon, E.
What, 3 months?
No, it's going to get cold before 3 months.
Yeah, but the fall's amazing.
Oh, God, you in the fall. I had a big discussion with E the other day. He's like, he can tell he's got a clear distinction between the smells of grass, summer versus fall, and he loves both equally.
He's in tune, man. He's in tune with nature, the world, the surroundings.
Isn't
He's got a
he?
level of consciousness
It is
that
true.
many don't.
There's a difference between there's 3 distinct summer cutting of the grass smells: the spring, the summer, and the fall, and they all smell different to me. I can tell when it becomes like, oh, this is the fall cutting.
Really?
Yes, I can.
He's a
tell.
tree hugger at heart, isn't he?
Wow, I've not noticed that. I definitely have noticed the smell of grass being cut.
Grass
So,
does have a smell.
Man, I could not have distinguished the 3. Wow.
We should test him on that.
How about-
See if
but
there's
no right or
fucking-
wrong answer, because I just have this. I always have this period between
Gross.
from middle August to middle September where I've just decided it has nothing to do with the calendar. I've just decided it's fall. I can smell it. It's not summer anymore. So
Have we reached
there's
that yet? Are we in fall now, E?
You know what I thought we were, but I think we're having an Indian summer right now.
Yeah,
I
you're
thought
not
we
allowed to
were
say
like
that
a week
anymore.
ago.
Say Indian.
Native American summer.
Native American summer. Very good, E. I take it you guys were enthralled last night with television, the Emmy Awards.
Got to be honest with you,
going on.
Mike. I haven't watched network TV in years now. It's
yeah.
been years.
Isn't it
I had
hilarious?
no idea the Emmys were on, honestly.
Yeah, I
until
didn't
I just
really
saw on my
either.
World Wide Web that they had happened.
I assumed when you were talking about it that it was maybe one of these like like these are the nominations. I'm like, oh, Monday night, maybe there's some nominations for the big show on some Sunday night. You
So
know
what are
I mean?
Emmys? All TV? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Emmy, yeah. And I don't know. I was kind of I didn't watch a second of it. I'll be honest with you. We have some updates of what happened for anyone that gives a shit. But I don't know. It just all of those awards shows seem so dumb. I don't know why I ever cared before. I used to watch them like crazy and be like rooting for people. Like, really? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Who's voting on this and who cares? Of course, it's gotten a little more interesting in these last few years, just because, like Oscar's so white and stuff like that. Like seeing these elite bitch each other out about
Right.
lack of diversity and this and that. And they referenced it last night, too, as the host came on after 40 minutes to announce to the audience that it had been 40 minutes, 6 awards had been given out, all won by white people.
Are you kidding me?
They're slamming their own fucking
Like to
shows.
apologize for the results.
Unbelievable.
So the next few, we're gonna change whatever they were. We're just gonna throw some blacks a few awards. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Affirmative action in
Right.
our award ceremony.
Because what's the response to that then has to be like, wow, we better just make sure the next few show some diversity.
Dude, Michael Che did that.
Really?
Who's Michael Che?
Michael Che is Colin Jost and Michael Che are the Weekend Update hosts on SNL. And so this was a Lorne Michaels production. This is kind of why I was interested in it. He brought out the full cast of SNL, past and current, to do sketches and skits and stuff. So I was like, oh, I wonder that, seeing Andy Samberg and Bill Hader and Kate McKinnon, I guess was, and having Michael Che and Colin Jost host it.
And where did you hear about this? I heard nothing about this. Like,
Well, I knew it.
There was no lead
I
up in my
TiVo'd it.
mind. Like I had no idea this was happening.
Well, we
because
didn't
that
talk
would have
about
been
it.
an interesting point too, right?
I'm
like
actually
the whole
shocked.
cast of SNL.
Yeah.
Like I heard nothing about this.
I heard about the whole cast doing this thing like last minute, or maybe it was even this morning. It was like, oh, I didn't know that.
So that's my
Glad I
question.
TiVo'd it.
Prior to, did
Yeah.
you hear anything about this?
Not really.
I had no
but dude,
idea.
you and I don't watch network TV. Like we just don't, and we don't read People magazine. So if you're not watching, it was probably mentioned for weeks leading up to it.
I'm actually still shocked I
But
didn't see
we're
anything
watching
on-
news programs and we're watching Netflix.
Yeah.
So and Hulu. The idea that we're gonna know anything about this unless someone calls us and says, "Hey, by the way, guys, heads up, this is on tonight," we wouldn't know. I just happened to hear about it yesterday, and then it was like, might as well TiVo it just in case. But Michael Che, I was never a fan of his on Weekend Update. So they've got a white guy and a black guy, and Michael Che is the black guy. And I always thought it was like...
I'm sitting here looking at the white guy and black guy, assuming the white guy was Michael Che. I'm like, I have no idea who these
Dude,
people
that's
are.
awesome.
Zero idea.
It's awesome.
I'm looking right at these two guys.
well,
I feel the same about him.
And what's the other guy's name?
Colin Jost. And you know who he's he went to Harvard, of all places, and he's dating Scarlett Johansson now. I'm embarrassed to know that. I can't believe that just came out of my mouth. But yeah, Michael Che... On Weekend Update on SNL, they swap stories back and forth, and,
Sure.
and 99% of them are Trump is evil, the world's collapsing because of Donald Trump, and everyone's racist. And I'm like, this guy is not strong enough to be in this anchor chair. Like he's not. His delivery's off. This and that. So I kind of felt bad for him. That's what I thought. And then I saw him do stand up, and I was like, oh fuck, he's funny as shit.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's good. Have you ever seen him do stand up?
I don't watch most stand-up.
Yeah, which is weird. A lot of comics do that though. Not watch other people do stand-up. They don't want to be stealing their material or get ideas from them. But fuck, man, I watched Ari Shaffir, his latest stand-up, fucking hilarious. And Michael Che's was actually really good too. But Michael Che, he dubbed the he started handing out Emmys. He dubbed it the Reparation Emmys. So he went around town and gave Emmys to black people he felt were snubbed over the years, which is kind of a funny concept.
like actual celebrities?
Yeah, and it had
Okay.
actual Emmys for them. So he gave one out to, he's like, yeah, over many years, TV legends, black TV legends have gone unrecognized. So this year as host, I took it upon myself to finally right some of those wrongs. And so he handed one to Marla Gibbs, who starred as Florence Johnston on the Jeffersons.
Okay.
The maid.
Yeah.
Worthy, right?
I mean, if you're going to do this
Sure.
bit, why not?
He visited Jimmy Walker from Good Times.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Gave Jimmy Walker one. Kadeem Hardison. Do you guys remember the name Kadeem Hardison?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Played Dwayne Wayne on A Different World.
Yeah, okay.
Remember that?
Wait, yeah, okay. I was
Yeah.
thinking of Raj for some reason. Raj.
He should have given one to Raj.
Yeah.
That was Good Times or
Yeah, that was a good time.
Good Times. Wait, yeah, was that the one where the fat guy's dancing down the street?
Rerun, yeah.
Rerun, Raj. We might have the wrong show. I can't remember. Anyways, so then John Witherspoon from the Wayans brothers. He then handed out one to Jaleel White, Steve Urkel.
Okay.
Yes, from Family Matters. She described White as a trailblazer, saying without him there would be no Obama.
I don't know about Obama, but I don't hate the idea of Urkel getting an Emmy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't
mean,
either. He was there for a long time,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
He's
Urkel,
such a
dude.
shit character, though.
What? Did I do that?
that?
I mean, but think
Like,
of
it was so overacted.
He's
It just-
iconic, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody knows.
for
You know
sure.
what, dude? I watched a lot of that, TGI Fridays, the Boy Meets World, just those kind of shows in my age. But like
Boy Meets World was a good show.
Yeah, but Steve Urkel, dude. Everybody knows what you mean when you say Urkel.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, fucking Urkel over. You can still
Yeah.
make that joke today.
That's
So-
true.
That's true. So you don't have a problem with those Emmys being handed out? No one.
I actually think it's kind of a funny bit now that you say it.
it's not bad. I don't know if they actually got to keep them because they were handed actual Emmys, but it's like they just take them back. He claims he got them from Cosby.
Willingly or
What's that?
willingly or
No, he's joking. Obviously, he didn't know.
Zott Ford conducting its amazing Key for Key event. Exchange your current vehicle for brand new 18 or 19 Ford without spending a dime out of pocket. Plus, their goal is to match or lower your monthly payment. Zott Ford will assist you in terminating the remainder of your loan or lease, no matter what you owe. Give them the keys to your vehicle, and they will give you the keys to a brand new Ford. Plus, Zott Ford will make your first month's payment. No hassles, no gimmicks, no pressure. Only from our friends at dealsinthed.com.
Glenn Weiss. Do you know that name, Jay? I'm guessing you don't. He's a director, Hollywood
Okay.
director. And he's the director of the Oscars, actually. And so he won an award last night and then took the opportunity to propose to his girlfriend. And that is making all the rounds today. It's trending everywhere. You want to see the video of it?
How much do you want this? I mean, this is... Do you want just a proposal? Or?
No, you can have his speech. He lightens the mood by mentioning his dead mom. His mom died a couple weeks ago, so this is bittersweet.
And she always will be. Mom always believed in finding the sunshine in things, and she adored my girlfriend, Jan. Jan, you are the sunshine in my life. And Mom was right. Don't ever let go of your sunshine.
Jan.
You wonder why I don't like to call you my girlfriend? Because I want to call you my wife.
Boom. What?
OMG.
Oh, my God. Is this really happening?
Fan the eyes. Fan the eyes.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Can you believe this is happening? Well, get up there.
It's all been worth it for her. She's like, it's fine. It's been worth it.
She's like, holy shit, I'm going to have to answer in public whether I will marry a long-haired bald guy.
Look at this room of happy Democrats. There are people wiping tears from their eyes.
Look at these elitists.
I didn't ask yet, he says. What if he was like, oh, I met one day. I want you to be my wife.
Someday.
I don't have a ring on me.
OMG, this is not happening.
My dad put on my mom's finger 67 years ago.
You took it off her dead finger?
Yeah.
And to my sisters and brothers, I didn't swipe it. Dad knows I have it, okay?
Nice cheapskate, not even buying a ring for her.
God, why do people with bald hair and have that long hair just like... I always just feel like it feels like the hair is just like hanging on or something.
Guys, so farcical.
Guys, the reason I wanted to play this video was strictly so we could have the conversation about the skullet.
Okay.
I mean, that's really the only reason. Like, I don't give a shit about this douche taking a knee.
All right, well, let's talk about the skullet.
What are we doing, sir? I mean...
At best, it should be ponytailed, don't you think? Kind of in a Carlin sort of way.
Carlin pulled it off. I'll get that's you've mentioned the one guy who was able where you didn't go, fucking douche. Like, it's hard to look at a 57-year-old man with a ponytail and think anything other than, oh shit,
douche.
Oh shit, that's what's he doing? Because the guy's got. I'll be honest, man. Usually when you see the bald look on top and a guy refusing to let go of his hippie nature or his rock and roll insides, it looks like a straggly mess in the back. But the hair in the back is playing ball.
It's lovely.
I mean,
you're right. He's in a weird situation where the back it looks really good.
His locks are lovely. They really are. I mean, just if you cover up the baldness, you know.
Yeah, if you put a hat on, you wouldn't even consider it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, if you just cover...
I want to feel that hair. I want to run my fingers through it.
He needs to wear a hat.
Yeah.
Probably does all the time.
Yeah.
We should get him one of those, like, you know those spray-on hairs?
Yeah.
You've seen those that...
Is it possible that he has such dark hair naturally when his beard and mustache are completely gray?
That's a good point.
It's a great point, although it's hard to make that look natural. He is in Hollywood, though.
Yeah.
So
he's got to be dying. That doesn't happen, man.
No? You don't think that's
so?
You don't think that's possible? Because he appears not to have a single gray, even in the side there where it normally comes in strong.
He's doing the just for men on the hair, but not the mustache and beard.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy, I don't know what he's going to do long term, but that is not a good look. You know, is it? I mean,
I'm kind of okay with it, honestly, on this guy. This guy, yeah.
You wish he was ponytailed?
With the glasses?
Yeah.
And just, given his role, he's Mr. Hollywood guy. I don't know. Works for him.
And I'll give him this. He's not officially mulleted because this is all one length.
Oh, yeah.
He's going
Yes. It's lovely.
As much control as he has over this situation, he is doing it the right way.
I would agree.
But, God let him down on top. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's kind of a cruel thing.
I don't know where this is from, but it's kind of a different image.
Yeah, that's a little rougher.
Yeah.
You need the glasses and you need the really well-washed, blown hair.
Yeah.
Boy, right there, he's just kind of, what did he do? Just throw some product in it? And
you lost a little respect for him with this picture, didn't you?
Yeah. He looks really greasy there.
And I think in this case, even if you're not going to do anything with the goatee, the eyebrows have to be just for men. They just look odd to me.
Maybe you go in between,
You think?
Just to let it blend from facial hair to head hair.
I think you trim those up a little bit, and then you fucking darken them to match whatever's going on in your hair.
All right, there he is. This is a prior Emmy situation?
Oh, I mean, I'm guessing this must be for with the show with Pat,
Maybe
whatever
the
that show was.
glasses are key for me.
Yeah. Well, you see what happened. He was wearing sunglasses out in the sun there.
Yeah.
And, he got himself a little burn going. So he's
coon-eyed.
Yeah, he's a little coon-eyed, exactly. Glasses are key. He needs glasses. Glasses help his look a lot.
I think the overall conclusion is not many people can pull it off, nor should they try. But I'm okay with this guy, I guess. Again, just given who he is, given his stupid role.
Yeah. What's a better way for a guy like that to want to show his rock and roll insides? If he's feeling rock and roll and his hair's not allowing for it to be right, I mean, earringed? Is that okay? Pinky rings?
I'm really against both of those, earrings and pink earrings.
Can you gold chain it? Can you chain it or something? Or is it just like, dude, it wasn't in the cards for you? Be a fan from afar, but you can't rock and roll hair it. It's a tough question, I know. Any input?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I wish him the best. He did pull off a pretty memorable.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
proposal.
Look, we've already made clear not everything has gone his way in life. Obviously, his hair being the biggest thing, but he's director of the Oscars. Lots of things had to happen last night to make that possible. Jan had to be in attendance. He had to win, right? If he doesn't win, he's sitting there with a fucking ring in his pocket like a douche. Because you can't pull that proposal off if you just lost.
Of course not.
Who's going to want to marry you then?
You don't have the stage, but find a different way.
He's kind of a big deal, by the way. He's won 11 Emmy Awards and 6 Directors Guild Awards of America for stuff like the Tony Awards, the Kennedy Honors, the Oscars.
He's an award show guy, huh?
He sure is.
We have him to thank for the production of the Oscars and the look of all those shows. Interesting.
Or him to blame.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of anything more boring than the fucking Oscars.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, sir, whatever your name is. Would you have started the music when... Glenn Weiss. Would you have started the Oscars music if someone tried to pull that shit at the Oscars, right? Would you have fired up the symphonic exit?
You're damn right he would.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know if Glenn was directing at the time, but there have been guys who have not gotten... There are some people that get an early fucking symphonic blasting. Early.
Yeah.
They've dropped the mic through the stage on people.
And it's based on the boring-ass nature of what they do. So you're goddamn right, a boring award like that would have been symphonically exited.
Absolutely.
I mean, if he's best actor or something like that, you're going to give him leeway. Best director, obviously. Best picture.
Wasn't it Julia Roberts who was like, put the fucking thing down, don't you dare. I think Jack has done that too. Jack it's like he'll get 4 minutes to ramble.
Jack.
But if you're fucking best prop boy,
no.
dude, get your ass up there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Walk off the fucking stage.
Best documentary maker, guys
Grip.
like
Dude, no.
Best boy.
Anyway, they go through their jokes. They all had their, different. We don't need to go through it. None of us watched it or cared. But some of the shows that did win are shows
Barry,
that we like.
dude. I like Barry a lot, so I was happy to see Henry Winkler get a
First
nod.
one ever.
Yeah.
How did he not win for the Fonz at least once, man? The Fonz was
kitschy. I mean, that's
the Fonz.
What? You guys are cool with fucking Urkel getting one, but not the Fonz? You could still go, hey.
I thought Urkel was kind of an affirmative action thing, If we had
in the bit, I guess, is how I got it.
No. You guys were saying he's an iconic thing, and you made the point of you could still say Urkel, and
it's fine with him being included in that bit as iconic. No, I don't think Urkel should have actually gotten an Emmy, and nor do I think the Fonz should have gotten an Emmy. Like best comedic performer? Is that what the Fonz would get?
Sure.
Yeah, you tell the Fonz he's there for comedy.
Dude, jumping the shark is a term because of the Fonz.
I understand that.
I mean, his record, his additions to pop culture and the world are
undeniable.
Emmy-worthy?
No.
By the way, he does deserve an Emmy for Barry.
I agree.
He is
great.
Fucking fantastic. If you have not seen that show, it's different. It's very original.
Bill Hader's really good in it, too.
Bill
I think he
Hader
won.
is awesome. He did win.
The chick should have won from that, too. Best supporting. The woman. I don't know if his girlfriend, I don't know if she was even up for one, but she should have been.
Actor.
She's really good, yeah.
Yeah, she's great in that. It's funny. But it was up against some real competition. Curb Your Enthusiasm, Silicon Valley. Would you have voted for that as best comedy over Silicon Valley or Barry?
I'd go Silicon Valley,
so would I.
Because of the comedy nature. Like Barry, there's funny parts, but it's not super comedic, right?
That's
it's
what
just
I was
dark
thinking.
as fuck.
I think
the Eastern
Henry
Europeans
Winkler is hilarious.
Well,
though.
the Eastern European gang is the hilarious part.
See, I think of Henry Winkler when he's acting or
Yeah.
trying to act. I think that is fucking. He plays an acting teacher.
A washed-up actor who still goes out on calls and tries to get like guy
bit
number
parts.
3 on the street. But he teaches this community college acting course.
Yeah,
and
like
he teaches it
theater
in such a
programs.
serious way.
He scolds them when they're
Yeah.
bad or wrong. Yeah, it's funny, man. Best drama, Game of Thrones. No problem with that. Handmaid's Tale and Westworld were up there. Did you got into Westworld?
Yeah,
Season 1.
I started season 2 and then sort of forgot about it. This reminds me, I need to get back to it. It was super, super fucking bloody the first couple episodes. And I was like, okay, I kind of need to be in the right mood to watch this.
Yeah.
Like people getting like chopped in half and stuff. And
Yeah, I gotta tell you, man.
did you lose interest?
I watched season 2. I believe I've watched all of it, and it's, I don't know. It's getting to the point where
Sort of lost, like where you're going, what the fuck?
and
Wait.
it's J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, there's all sorts of like alternative realities and shit and
Well, the problem,
AI and
I don't want to ruin anything for you or other people, but like the thing where someone dies and then it's like, oh, but they were AI. They come back. Like you never know what you're watching. It's the storylines are confusing and winding, and it's like, why would they be upset about this guy dying? And because he's just going to come back anyways. And I don't know, man. It's got a little weird for me. The Jeff Daniels, The Looming Tower, I thought he would have won. He didn't in Best Actor in a Miniseries. The Assassination of Johnny Versace, the guy that played that. Darren Criss won. You mentioned Bill Hader and Hank Winkler, first one for him. Best Actor in a Drama. I have never seen The Americans.
no.
I don't believe with Matthew Rice, but I guarantee you he's not as fucking good as Jason Bateman in The Ozark.
Ah,
And Bateman lost. I love Jason Bateman.
I got to get going on the Ozark season 2. I haven't started that. I'm excited for it.
Oh, fantastic. Best Supporting Actor in a Drama, Peter Dinklage.
No
Dinklage,
shit.
Yeah, little wisp of a guy. He won, and they had him out there. I was looking for any sign of chains or anything, and nothing.
No, huh.
Like he is
off his leash.
completely.
They let him go up there and accept
Yes.
it. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like they were handlers, probably on the side of
Tether
the
or anything
stage.
like that?
No, I didn't see anything.
No indication.
I was looking for a collar, like a shot collar, anything. I didn't see a single sign of it.
You think they had blow dart guns just trained on him?
Duh.
Like
yeah.
this son of a bitch makes a move.
Can you
We're
imagine?
darting him.
He turns and growls at Michael Che, and there's look at that.
Just takes that little subspecies down to Chinatown.
He just right in the back, and then he
Drops him.
face first. Boom! As the fucking Emmy goes into a circle, rolling around. Sorry, folks, you had to see that. Let's cut to commercial. Get that.
Get him back in the cage.
They just show him in there with his Emmy holding onto the bars. Arr, arr, arr. Oh, he's fucking worked up and angry now. He's an angry little fella. Angry little fella.
Little Dinklage.
Yeah. Best variety sketch series. Is there anyone that could beat out Saturday Night Live? No shock there. I didn't realize Portlandia was considered
Damn
a
it.
best variety sketch series.
Yeah, that's basically that show. It's not a real show.
I didn't know that was still going.
It just ended, which I'm really bummed about. but-
Yeah, and then best variety talk series, all the usuals, Colbert and Corbin are up, and Daily Show. Last week tonight with John Oliver, that's a very well done show. Whether you agree with his politics, I mean, he is as anti-Trump as they come, but you cannot deny how well researched that show is. So,
Yeah.
no problem with that.
Hey, everybody, please use our affiliate links. You'll see our Amazon and Groupon links above the fold at DetroitCast.com. Go ahead and click on them. Shop away. It doesn't cost you any more. The key, however, is that you're clicking through our links and shopping that way. That helps us out a lot. Also, make sure you're shopping MyPillow.com.
Yes.
For all your betting-related needs. Use TDC code.
About this.
Use the code TDC at checkout. TDC. That's for the Detroit Cast.
You caught me in mid-sip. I apologize. Not very professional. We should mention people getting My Pillows for free by becoming members.
Yeah. Hey, for a
of the
limited
Detroit
time,
Cast.
if you become a member, an annual member, and you can do this by going to DetroitCast.com. Over to the right-hand side, you'll see a members area tab. For a limited time only, for new members who sign up for an annual membership, you will be getting MyPillow products.
Yep.
And these things aren't cheap, man.
No, they're not. And
They're machine washable.
Yes, machine washable. They're awesome too, and thank you to everybody that signed up and taken advantage of that.
Yeah.
E has been running around town hand delivering pillows or sending them out to people, which is very cool. So
It's kept Jesus busy.
yeah, I mean, with the holidays, they'll be here before you know it. If you're thinking about getting someone on MyPillow, you might as well get free membership content. We have put a ton of shit in there of late. We've had updates on yesterday's show that we put in there that people are not going to want to miss. So there's a lot of content. It will take you weeks to listen to it.
Weeks?
Weeks, I tell you. And some of it's pretty fucking good.
It's all good.
I mean, Jay is...
It's all really good.
Jay is okay on the show, but he absolutely
I really bring it. For
shines
members, I mean,
in members
really...
area. I mean, they are his
gloves are
favorite
off.
listeners, and he goes out of his way to shine. I mean, he really is the star. Would you agree, the star of the members area? Is
Sure.
Jay?
Yeah.
I mean, you get 50% Jay on the show.
Right.
You get 100% Jay in the members area, and he is funny, racist, xenophobic, homophobic. I mean, he goes all out. It's amazing, folks. You'll
Yeah.
love it, I'm telling
So
you.
sign up. Check it out.
You ever want dirt on Jay, you're going to find it in the members area.
Yeah, go there.
Speaking of dirt on people, Brett Kavanaugh, looks like we're going to have some public hearings, Jay,
Yeah.
possibly next Monday, about him and that Ford chick that's accusing him.
Ford chick.
Ford,
Dr.
yeah.
Ford.
Dr. Ford.
Dr. Christine Ford.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it, right? You got to sit them down and hear what they have to say.
Although I thought one of the senators today was saying that we are not going through this process if this broad will not come in here and talk blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if there's been an update just this morning that
Yeah,
says
I saw that
something
too.
like-
I guess the Republicans specifically requested that she respond and say that she's coming at such and
In
such time
person.
and all that, and there's not been a formal response. Although I thought that was formal. That
Her
yeah,
lawyer
she's
said-
willing to come in. It's going to happen Monday. So I don't know
Yeah.
where the disconnect is.
Did you see a couple of his ex-girlfriends are coming out now and
Oh,
speaking
really?
on his behalf? I
Okay.
don't. Does that matter? I mean, it's like, okay, so he didn't do anything to you. That doesn't mean. I mean, I guess it's you always want people coming out in your defense. And if this were a case where this guy was just a serial creep growing up, he was known to catcall women and fucking smack an ass.
Yeah,
here and
right,
there.
right.
Like,
It matters to the extent that if you're sitting there and you're just like, I don't know who to believe here. I don't know what happened. Well, then the more you can pile up on your side of, dude's a great guy. I've never seen any indication of this. I've experienced many different things with this guy.
Right.
He's never acted inappropriately. Yeah, the better.
you know, it's funny because like if I was accused of something like this, like you wouldn't feel comfortable putting your name on the line to go, I can absolutely guarantee that Mike has never been a creep. I've never seen anything
Correct.
like that.
But
But
if
I
this
could
was,
for
if,
you.
if
I
this
would
was
go to
Mark
bat for
Leibovitz,
you.
if this was like Mark Leibovitz,
Yeah.
like in high school he did this, I'd be like, no, he didn't,
No, he-
dude.
and-
I know a bunch of guys who might have,
Who probably did?
but not Merck.
Are you
No.
sure it wasn't Mike Walters? Because I'll be honest with you, I could totally see him doing that. But Mark,
Yeah, you sure you're not mistaking the individual who was who thrust himself upon you and tried to remove your one piece?
Yeah.
It was not Merck. I can guarantee you that.
yeah. Well, we've got
That seems to be kind of like the tenor of it. Like, no.
Yeah.
Was he there drink? Yeah, I had a couple beers with him in high school. Yes, he hung
Yeah.
out. We did kid stuff. But no, he wasn't a guy who would hold his hand over a woman's mouth and
yeah,
try to forcefully rape her. No.
Yeah, and I would with 100%. So I would bet my life. If someone said that about you, I would I would honestly bet not just E's life, but my own life. Going, there is no fucking way
Yeah.
that Jay would do that or did do that, period. So I can imagine for his friends
Right.
to go, because we all know that guy, that you're just like, he's just too upstanding a dude. He wouldn't have fucking behaved like that, even intoxicated. It didn't work like that.
Yeah.
So, 51-year-old college professor Christine Ford, she says that she was 15, he was 17. We've been through this story. Anyway, 2 of his ex-girlfriends joined 63 other women in signing a letter of support, vouching for his good character. I was absolutely shocked. These 2 are Maura Fitzgerald and Maura Kane. He dated 2 Mauras.
Oh my gosh.
Is that possible?
You ever dated one Mora? Do you know a Mora?
I don't even know a Maura.
Have you heard of a Mora?
No. I've never known a single Mora, and he dated 2 of them.
Wow.
That's incredible.
This seems suspicious to me, Mike.
Is it possible they just got the fucking... There's a Maura Fitzgerald and a Maura Kane. Do you know a Maura? Maura-E?
I don't know. I don't.
Wow.
You get hung up on these things way more than I ever would even consider.
Dude, my
I just don't
mind
give a
right
shit.
now, blown. I don't know a single
know.
Maura, and he dated 2 of them?
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing to
How
me.
many Moras can you date?
A lot more than 2.
See, there we go.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I almost
That's where it was being set up.
Sorry.
He wanted us
we
to
all
just
had to
fuck
go in
both
here
of
for
you.
this.
It was not. You laid that out there like a Nerf. You can't expect
But
me
you
to
kept
swing.
talking about it.
I
If
thought
I'm
that's what
holding
you
a bat-
wanted. I thought that's what you wanted from me.
I am holding a bat, and you pitch something at me. I'm gonna fucking swing
Well,
it.
I thought that's what you wanted.
I would agree.
Focusing on these moras, I'm like, all right, he wants to use the word more. He wants me to set him up to use the word more.
I had no intention of that.
I don't
None.
believe that.
Fuck you, Isis. I'm not a liar.
Okay.
Here's what I'll say. I didn't even realize their 2 names were more until I read that right now.
Okay.
I was just like, oh, chick 1 and chick 2. Who gives
Yeah,
a
but
shit what
once
their
you
names
saw it,
So swear on the Bible you didn't want me to set
care
you
about
up
the
for
I
Bible.
more.
swear on the Bible.
Okay.
I swear on E's life that I did not
care about
neither
of those things.
things mean anything to you.
that's
It'd
true.
have to be like swearing on butt or swearing on hand or something.
Tackle ball.
I swear on tackle ball, butt, hand, mouth, and vagine that I was not looking for you to
I'll
set
take
up.
it a little more seriously now.
Yeah, I'll take a swing at it, but I was not looking for it. So the 2 joined 63 other chicks. I was absolutely shocked. I just couldn't believe it. It's just so polar opposite of the Brett Kavanaugh I've known for over 35 years. I was confused, surprised, shocked. I still can't believe it, Maura Fitzgerald said. I couldn't believe these allegations had come out when I had been at the hearings for a couple of days, and we just watched woman after woman after woman come forward praising Brett and his respect for women and his professionalism and his kindness towards them. And then at this last minute, this comes out. I was completely shocked, Maura Kane said, who dated the judge in high school. Well, if this guy's such a fucking awesome dude, why'd you guys break up?
Why does anybody break up?
Well, usually because the guy's a douche.
That is something that I do always. I guess I've never had an actual girlfriend, but when you talk about this idea of having ex-girlfriends that are coming out to support him, that's a weird thing to me in life. That people, especially because I've never really experienced it, the idea that people go through these relationships and they end, and it's not always bad though. I guess relationships.
Maybe he
just end.
moved.
Dude, I'm
Maybe he
friends
was
with-
going away to school.
I
or
know,
something.
it's just
Maybe
weird.
she
I'm
friends with
was.
all my
Well,
ex-girlfriends.
it interests me because I've never experienced it. So
The women say Kavanaugh never became belligerent when drunk and was always in control. He didn't drink enough. You know what I mean? If
So
he
that
didn't,
tells me.
yeah, I mean, shit. At social gatherings, he'd be the guy to look out for other people. He was always in control. He was a responsible guy. He never became someone different after drinking.
these are all
He
making
doesn't know how
me
to drink.
Right. He's not doing it right. That's for damn sure.
He's no different after drinking? What?
Huh.
Why are you even drinking then?
Was he drinking O'Doul's? What the fuck is going on
Dude,
with this
speaking
guy?
of which, dude, I saw that we walked by a table the other day. You know, we were walking out of a bar and I saw a table with like 1 beer and then 3 O'Doul's, and I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Was it just like a final step on the 12-step program? Was
I just
trying to get
don't-
you back into a bar atmosphere and see if you can
Beer's
do it
not-
without going ape shit?
Beer's not that good. Well, at least that kind of beer. I mean, maybe if you get into craft beers and stuff, maybe someone should come up with a craft non-alcoholic. But what is the
No.
point of being at a restaurant and having, you know, a few O'Doul's?
Yeah, I can't speak to that. I don't. I don't
Even
get
if
it
you're
either.
done, even if someone told me I had to stop, you're like, dude, you can literally not have a drink the rest of your life. Then I'm not having an O'Doul's. I'm just having freaking
Doesn't
water.
it also have a little bit of alcohol in it?
I mean,
so if you
technically-
truly are an alcoholic, you shouldn't even be drinking that.
Yeah, technically, I think if you had like 50 of them or what, it's like 0.001. So if you had 100, I guess
Gotcha.
you could. I don't know
Has
why you would
anyone
have.
ever sat down and had 100 O'Doul's in a sitting?
That's a good idea. You could
See if let's try it this weekend. Let's see if we can get you drunk on O'Doul's.
right. I just have to drink.
Imagine how bloated. Shit.
Oh my god.
Make calories.
Let's get 4
Yes.
cases of O'Doul's this weekend, Ian. See if we can get you hammered.
I'd have to
one
do
night.
it. I'd have to like show up on Sunday before because I'm not going to do it at home. So I'd have to show up here like it's Sunday.
All right.
Right.
Done.
Fine. Get
Yeah.
here at 8 a.m. Sunday. You got a lot of work to do. We will buy you that. No, I think O'Doul's, like, I respect you if you go into a bar and you get a draft O'Doul's or you have an O'Doul's poured into a glass.
Do they make that?
I don't
No,
know.
I don't
but I
believe
think
that
if
they
you
do.
say, if you go up to the bar and say, I want an O'Doul's, can you just pour it into a glass? So it just looks like everyone else's beer.
Yes.
Because if you're at the table with it, with the label, it's like, you're letting people know that, yeah, I don't need beer to have a good time.
Well, there's
I'm
either a
different
few
than
things
you.
going on
I
there.
guess I don't understand the psychology behind the O'Doul's drinker in a bar.
Yeah.
I guess I can see if you're trying to stop drinking and you're just
just love the
addicted to
taste of
beer
beer?
at home and
But
you're
it's
trying
not
to like
good beer though. That's the thing. It's like O'Doul's. There's Bush NA. Bush has a non-alcoholic. Labatt has a non-alcoholic.
Do they?
Yeah. Actually,
know.
I forgot about this. I have a funny. When you can technically buy you can buy non-alcoholic beer
used
at
to
like
do
19.
that as a kid. just to be cool?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I forgot about
me.
this.
Jesus.
One time I bought a case of non-alcoholic beer, and Chubbs was over watching the NASCAR race. I forgot about this, and I had it in the basement in like a cooler, and I was drinking them. And I said, Chubbs, you want a non-alcoholic push? And he's like, no, dude, I gotta drive, man. I gotta drive.
What did your dad say about this when he found out?
I don't think they ever found it, but like it was in a cooler under the stairs, and it was non-alcoholic beer.
And so what was your thought process?
That
here?
I was getting ready to drink beer. I wanted to look. I don't know.
You
I
wanted to look cool by yourself in the basement.
I wanted to start getting used to the taste of beer. I
Okay.
guess.
All right.
Maybe it was
No,
that.
you remember when you first started drinking beer when you were like 13 and it tasted like ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad, you're kind of like
I'm
priming
sure
the
most of
pump,
it was
to
me
get
trying to
used
be thinking I was being adult. Like I used to buy
Yeah.
cigarettes even though I never smoked. I bought like more than a few times. I bought cigarettes and then just
But
threw
you
them
just put it in your sleeve, your
No,
t-shirt
I would just
sleeve.
like throw them away. But I wanted the cashier to see that I was older.
What? You wanted to impress the cashier?
I did that.
The onion never ceases to be peelable.
I forgot. I saw my sister. I was at the camp store.
Dude, did you hear what he just revealed?
Yeah, he bought cigarettes to impress the cashier, and then he'd throw them out. What the fuck, man?
I forgot about this. I was at the camp store back at Mill Creek. We'd go there every year for Labor Day, and we still do. But when I was like 18, I told my sister this last year. I said, I completely forgot about this. When I was 18, I went to the camp store to buy cigarettes, but I didn't smoke. Like, I just bought them.
And then you threw them away.
I guess. I don't know what I did with them.
Shit.
I can think of the few times I've done
I
it.
don't even know what to say.
I
to
know,
That
it's
is
just
fucking hilarious.
remarkable.
And if you think for 1 second he was forward thinking enough to practice drinking beer at
Yeah.
home to get used to the taste, bullshit. He wanted to be cool by himself in the basement. Period. He was not going, I better refine my palate. And any year now I'll be drinking actual
Well, yeah,
beer.
I actually remember one of the first times I had beer. I was at that arena football team, the Fury, was it, or something?
drive.
No. Was it the
Fury-
Palace?
The Fury was a team.
And so I was with McQueen, and some dudes in a suite
Chris McQueen.
were like, there was like, they ended up having we had a chicken eating, I'm trying to think, boneless chicken or whatever, buffalo wing chicken eating competition, whatever. And randomly they like, oh, you guys want a beer? And I would think I'm like, yeah, or something nervously or whatever. And I remember McQueen had already had drinking experience in his life. And he's like, dude, you're not gonna fucking like a beer, whatever, dude. Or like he made fun of me. I think I tasted it, and he just like, dude, you didn't like that, shut up, or something. Like he knew I'd never drank before, so he was just making fun. Because you're right, beer at the beginning, it's bitter. It's not.
Do you remember
really
the
that-
very first time you got shit-faced?
I remember the first time I felt buzzed, and it was New Year's. I was only freaking. I didn't get buzzed until I was even 19, almost 20.
Oh, Jesus, I'm so sorry.
I was at
Jesus.
I was at Burley's for New Year's, and I had 3 beers.
Hell yeah.
And I remember liking it and just going, I don't know why I wouldn't be doing this all the time. This is amazing. But
You're
yeah,
humping Burley's leg.
right. But
Can
it
you
was
imagine being around a young, drunken E?
God.
There's video of it
Just
somewhere,
sloppy.
probably.
Beyond sloppy.
But yeah, it was.
I'd like to see that video.
Well, I'd have to ask Burley if he saved. I can ask Burley if he saved that video, but those were in the days of
Burley's
filming
dangerous,
everything.
man. The shit he filming everything everyone did. Like we had pictures, but video's a game changer.
Yeah, that would have been New Year's. So I was 19. I turned 21 in March, or 20 in March. So I was like basically.
So it was like
20.
senior year.
Yeah. No. No.
Anyway, the Kavanaugh story, the plot thickens. Actually, no, it doesn't. There was a tweet sent out by Laura Ingraham last night going, here it is, the smoking gun. Apparently, Brett Kavanaugh's judge mother was the judge sitting on a case, foreclosure case, against the accuser's parents. And it's like, all of a sudden
There's motive.
yeah, there it
back at
is.
her.
But it's like she ruled in favor of them, and they got to stay in their house and keep it. So,
No, that's irrelevant.
So that's totally irrelevant. If anything,
That's
she's got
simply a coincidence.
from many years ago, and it really doesn't matter, and there's nothing to have motive over with that story. So let's ignore that one. I do have a story from, and this sucks because the guy's name is Mark Judge, so it's like Judge Kavanaugh, Mark Judge.
Yeah.
You know, too judgy, these people. But you mentioned briefly yesterday about this elite prep school. You know, like these future presidents that they all go to. This one in D.C., you see him, you know, in Northeast everywhere.
Yeah.
And so we've gotten details. This guy wrote a book, Mark Judge. He's written a couple books. about the craziness at their high school. And his boy is Kavanaugh. And so it does, reading some of these stories, does it sound strikingly familiar. Holy shit. I'll read some shit here,
Boys
Jay,
will be boys, huh?
that, boy,
Whether
oh boy.
you're in an elite prep school in the East or in Farmington, Harrison.
Yeah. Middle-class white boys, rich white boys, all had the same sort of privilege. I do not think this goes on in many inner-city schools, but I could be wrong. But they went to Georgetown Prep, and he wrote 2 books about this. He said that the claim against the wannabe judge, Brett Kavanaugh, is completely nuts. He never remembers that at all, being at that party. I never saw Brett act that way. But he wrote these books, one called Wasted and one called God and Man at Georgetown Prep, which describes his turning into an alcoholic and then his eventual recovery from alcoholism. See if any of this stuff sounds familiar to you, though. But he says, my class partied with gusto, often right under the noses of our teachers. Senior year, my class of 80 decided that by the end of the year, we would drink 100 kegs of beer. I'm sorry to say that we succeeded. I think we could have done that in a year.
Oh, yeah.
Easily, right? He writes how the boys carefully forged IDs, and in some cases obtained them by fraud at the Maryland Bureau of at the DMV.
Well, they didn't have a Bob's right across the border in Canada.
Telling you, Bob's photo ID.
Got to do what you got to do, right?
How did Bob stay in fucking business? I mean, wasn't that on the honor system, basically? I mean, it was basically like, well, how old are you? Like, 21?
Yeah.
I mean, ridiculous. Yeah, so he says that we had our fake IDs and we were regulars at a bar called O'Rourke's. That was ours. What was that bar that shut down across the street from Roosevelt's, right at 696 in Orchard Lake?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Do you remember the name of that bar? But we used to go in there all the time and drink for, I don't know, 2-3 years. And we were in there one night all celebrate, and the guy comes over and he's like, yeah, what do you guys celebrating tonight? We're like, Deuce turned 21. He was like, out the fuck out of my, you guys have been in here for 3 years.
At that point, why did he
21.
care? No offense.
Because it was like, dude, that bar ended up getting shut down because an underage girl got shit-faced and then died, I believe, on 696 in a car accident. And they knew she was drinking there. So that bar doesn't exist anymore. But I think it already had a strike against it or something when they got that permit.
God, why can't I think of the name of that?
I know.
Keep going. I'll think of it.
Anyway, so when we didn't go to our works, we took turns having parties. The word would get out that someone's parents were going away, and the other guys would pressure them into having a party, promising to help keep things under control. I had seen houses destroyed by rampaging hordes of drunk teens, including my own. My immersion into alcohol began at the end of my sophomore year during Beach Week. Every year when we let out for the summer, because we didn't observe non-Catholic holidays, our school year was about a month shorter than the public schools. How kick-ass is that? It's a month earlier than all of us. And so they would go, all the kids from the Catholic school would pilgrimage down to the Eastern Shore for a week-long bash, drinking and sex, or at least attempts at sex. He writes about being asked during that vacation, do you know what Bart O. Kavanaugh? So he's got fake names for these people, like he's not going to use, but they think Bart O. Kavanaugh is Brett Kavanaugh.
Wow, what a stretch.
I know. Plus the Simpsons were probably big then, yeah, Bart O. Kavanaugh. So he's like, yeah, he's around here somewhere. I already puked in someone's car last night. Yeah, he passed out on his way back from a party.
First, he tried to choke out a chick on the bed.
Yeah, hell
remove
yeah.
her one piece.
She was screaming so loud, but thank God he covered her mouth. That's good old Bart O. Kavanaugh. And there were girls in and out constantly up until Beach Week. It had all been minor league advances, games of spin the bottle, a few stolen kisses at dances. Now I had the opportunity to make some headway. Most of the time, everyone was drunk. If you could breathe and walk at the same time, you could hook up with someone. So that's from there. Vacation set the tone for the rest of the school year. His senior class hired a stripper for an impromptu bachelor party for his music teacher at the school. Senior year, we threw Mr. Maud a bachelor party when he announced he was getting married. A guy whose parents were away volunteered the house. We got a keg of beer, hired a stripper. We took pictures of guys thrown up, drunkenly jumping into the swimming pool, mooning the camera. A lot of shots of Mr. Maud chucking beers, surrounded by a group of us with raised beer mugs.
So the teacher actually went. I kind of assumed they were just joking, like we're going to do this amongst ourselves.
They have a
Wow.
picture. They have a picture of the teacher staring at this chick's tits, and because he was the music teacher, they wrote, we couldn't help it. That's definitely not a B flat.
I
I
got
bet
it.
wordplay. You get it, right? See, even the fucking rich, smart kids are doing wordplay. It's the, what do they say, the smartest form of
we know sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. I
No.
would say wordplay is just above sarcasm.
I think you're wrong. I think it's an intelligent mind that comes up with that stuff, is what I've always heard.
Huh.
Yeah. During the summer in high school, he and his classmates rented a beach house in Maryland where they drank heavily and chased girls. Without parents, without even a serious chaperone, we were allowed to enter into a different reality. We ate whatever and whenever we wanted, got drunk at night and in the middle of the day, and chased girls. Even though I wasn't drinking every day, I was completely hooked. Going a week without getting drunk was unthinkable. I was spending between 4 and 7 nights a week with the gang, either at a party or O'Rourke's. Because we were going to be seniors, our parents gave us tremendous slack. We were pretty much left alone to do what we wanted, when we wanted. We had thrown parties every weekend as well after high school.
Honestly, does this guy think he's telling a unique story here? Like, this is, sounds like high school for a lot of people across the country.
They remember sneaking a keg onto the parking lot of the school before a basketball game. And after a football game that they lost, they had a keg, and they realized they'd hit 60 kegs for the year, and they're like,
They needed 40 more.
They could see the magic number was within reach, right down the horizon. That's not a bad thing. Let's crush 100 kegs this year. I don't know. It goes on and on, but when you hear stories like this, if that was the crew he was running with, all of a sudden that other story, maybe he was the merc of the group, and kept a level head the whole time. And it sounds like a lot of guys will vouch for that, but. Dude, I'd fucking lie pretty hard for my boy if he was going to be up on the Supreme Court. You know what I mean? Like, I'd want my boy on the Supreme Court,
Would you lie, or would you just be like, I don't remember anything like that?
Well, that would be a lie, because I would remember things like that.
But, I don't know.
Right?
Would you?
Yeah.
I mean, would you overtly go out of your way, or would you just be like, I don't remember that instance?
Yeah. Well, if there was something, like, say you were, power hungry and wanted to climb that ladder, and we're watching your career go, and we're all rooting for you. We're all down there. Fucking go get him, man. That's our boy. And then you get up there, and you go through these 4 days of hell where they're asking you everything, and all of a sudden someone comes out and says something that's not way over the line, but something that's going to jeopardize it, and it's fucking true. It's something dumb we did in high school.
And you can tell it's just dumb.
It's like,
and
this is, you know what, man?
Dumb sexual assault.
Not even that, but it's like, he did something stupid. Who hasn't? He's, but on the whole, I've known this guy for many, many years, and he's a fucking stand-up dude, and he'll do a great job.
So even if you had a clear recollection of the incident.
Like, oh, fuck, I know Jay did that. I know he did.
Would you just no comment?
Cheated on his girlfriend, and that
would you you would overtly defend
if they asked me about it, I'd just be like, I don't talk about it.
No comment.
No comment. Did you know that Jay cheated on his girlfriend? No comment.
Do you know that Jay held his hand over a girl's mouth to try to keep her from screaming as he removed her one piece? I mean, come on, man.
No comment. Judge didn't see anything. He wasn't even there. Anyway, Jason Maxiell over the weekend.
Hold on. Before we go away from Washington here, Mike, Stormy Daniels' presidential tell-all. You're familiar with this? It's coming out. It's called Full Disclosure.
Sure it is.
Yeah, well...
She's got no reason to make anything up.
Can you imagine reading this book? Like...
Yes. Actually, no. I don't give a shit.
I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
Full Disclosure.
Dude.
I think we've heard it,
Yeah.
And
if
what I'm
it's an
about
actual
to tell
book, it's going to be even worse because it'll be 99% about how she became a whore?
Right.
A porn star?
Got
Who
it.
gives a
You're
shit?
a whore. And you banged the then not even President Trump one time.
Yeah. And you're breaking the fucking first rule of being a whore. You take money to fuck, and then you shut the fuck up about it. That's the rule.
That's the rule.
Prostitutes and porn stars know this.
And now they're floating the one fact that anyone would even want to read the book for, and it's her description of Trump's dick.
Yeah.
The description of the dick has been a minor threat looming over the nation since January. Daniels had seen the dick. She describes Trump's penis as, quote, smaller than average, but not, quote, freakishly small. So it's not freakishly small, but it's smaller than average.
Well,
he
what
knows,
is average to her?
Listen to this. He knows he has an unusual penis, Daniel writes. It has a huge mushroom head, like a toadstool. I lay there annoyed I was getting fucked by a guy with Yeti pubes and a dick like the mushroom character in Nintendo. It may have been the least impressive sex I've ever had, but clearly he didn't share that opinion. So that's the only reason anybody would read that book, right? What'd she say about his dick? What'd she say about his dick?
So if we're to get this right, it's not freakishly small, but it's less than average.
Coming from a whore.
And I know, which
So
to
like
You
her-
got to remember, to your point, Mike, she's
Yeah.
getting ramrodded by some pretty impressive dongs.
Yeah, of all shades. And so for her, maybe like slightly small as 10 inches. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? So she's saying that he's thin-stemmed and all helmet.
Yeah, it's like this toadstool, a huge mushroom head.
I have seen dongs like that, and it's not a pretty look. E, have you ever seen a thin-stemmed dong with a heavy helmet?
I don't know.
I mean, based on the story we did yesterday, doesn't he have a defense? He could be like, I was hit by a Congolese witch doctor.
Absolutely.
Right?
You think sorcerers got to it? Why would they fuck with just his stem, though?
No.
You know what I mean? And so what's she saying about the base pubes? That they're...
Yeah, well, he's not going to be shorn nipples to the knees. I mean,
Fuck no.
Look at this guy's hair. He's just got a huge bush, right?
Yeah.
She called him Yeti pubes.
Well, and
Yeti
he probably
pubes.
just
Highlighter yellow?
Yeti,
Like I know, but I mean, like
Sasquatch?
his hair looks highlighter yellow to me a lot of the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the carpet matches the drapes on President Trump.
He's gonna have to. Dude,
God, think of that. Does the carpet match the drapes on President Trump?
boy, oh boy. I mean, that hair is cartoonish. If there's any chance that, because he swears it's real.
Didn't some artist do some gross rendering of him naked?
Yeah.
with
And-
a tiny,
But it was
tiny.
just a tiny
little mushroom head dick. And God, it looks realistic enough, just given his age and body type.
Yeah.
Ugh, just grotesque.
If that's not, if that's wrong, this is gonna eat away at him. He's gonna have to tweet a picture of his dick, isn't he? Would you put it?
She's
past
wrong.
him?
It's fake news.
Bullshit. I'm above average for sure. My mushroom head is no bigger than anyone else's.
It bugs him because he went through the whole hand thing with
Oh.
little Marco Rubio, and I assure you,
Dude,
there's no problem down there.
He went to the point of tracing his hand on a piece of paper and sending it to a reporter who fucking bitched about the size of his small hands.
But yeah, there's that one New York reporter who just would lay into him just
Yeah.
constantly. His hands are small.
Tiny
He's just got
hands.
these little tiny hands, and it
little tiny
bothered him so badly.
Oh, he would fucking yeah.
Do we have a nude picture of him? A rendering?
It's on the shirt because one of them.
Yeah, there's the one.
it is.
Yeah, like, that's just too possibly realistic,
Yeah,
right?
dude, that's a great call.
Just given his body type and age.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
But according to Stormy, we've got kind of a lengthier stalk with a bulbous mushroom-like helmet.
Yeah. Would you put it past, I can't believe this question's coming out of my mouth. Would you put it past the President of the United States to tweet a picture of his dick with his face in it just to prove she's lying? My dick is bigly. You know what I mean?
I don't know if
He
we
did-
can put anything past him.
Because the fact is, he did bang this chick.
Yeah.
He did pay her to shut the fuck
He's
up.
got to respond.
I
He's
mean-
got to respond at this point.
This person has seen his dick for sure.
Yeah.
And is saying, nah.
Hey, if he doesn't correct the record is that he's got a,
Yeah.
not freakishly small, but an oddly shaped dick
you think
with
he's-
Yeti pubes.
You think he's calling like former girlfriends and ex?
Why don't you go ahead and speak out?
Would you please go on record and say
Yeah.
that this is untrue? It was. Let's just say it was the biggest dick you've ever been with.
So then you've got like 4 other women fighting over the shape and size of the president's dick publicly on Twitter.
My God, that is so hilarious. You knew this information was coming out, but no one needs to buy your book now.
I know.
It's out. Like, that's the only thing anyone gave a shit about at all was like, all right, bitch, when are you going to describe the president's dong? And then we can all move on with our lives. And now that that's out there, E, if you were planning on ordering that book for us, don't bother.
Okay.
We don't need it anymore.
You know it's going to be one of these like 182-page books with really large font.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God.
Nothing more than a pamphlet in truth.
I mean, what else could she say? Seriously. I feel bad for her, actually. When I see her, like, walking at an award show or something, she's the darling right now because she's speaking negatively about Trump. You want to be in the circle, but no one really gives a shit about her.
No.
She's mid-40s woman who's looks it. I mean, she looks beaten down, used up, worn out, and yet she's outside of a strip club like in face in a fucking thong.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, this is just sad.
It's the last gasp.
Yeah. It's like how, like, you don't want to be that fucking, the mom of the club. You know what I mean? Like, no one wants to be that girl, the mom. And so she's got this tiny little light shining on her right now. And it's like, oh, this poor woman. This poor woman.
I know.
She's like, she should be home and meeting in knitting circles or something, or cleaning the house, whatever women do. I don't know what women do. Riding bikes around the neighborhood.
No, that's
Not on stage
I always
in a thong,
chuckle
man.
when I see these chicks. You know, oh no, I'm totally choosing to do porn, and it's my right as a woman, and it's a great way to make money, and you know, I'm just expressing myself. It's like, you don't really want to be selling your body. You don't.
Dude,
you really don't.
Did you get that feeling when I was on that Anthony Cumia show, and that Ginger Banks? Is that her name?
Yes.
Ginger Banks was on there.
I don't know what her name
Because
was.
she was saying the same thing. Like, yeah, I fucking totally love this. This is what I love doing. And it's like, cool. Like, whatever. Do you, man. Do you. But I think, just like all of us, when we do get older and look back, like, there are things I look back now, like, I was adamant that was the shit, that was the right, and I was fucking wrong. You're an idiot. The fuck, man. I know I do that. I just imagine a lot of these girls are going to have those same feelings.
Well,
Like, once they get out of it, it's like, you know, it's cool now when you're 27, but
I just fundamentally don't believe them when they say I'm totally okay with this selling my body. I don't believe that.
really, see,
I don't.
I believe that there are people that are like, dude, why would I go work at a fucking grocery store when I could just bang this dude? I love sex.
I think nobody really wants to do that at
See-
bottom, like gun to her head.
Really?
If there was an alternative, I don't think anybody wants to sell themselves.
See, I think that's right if you're talking street walking prostitute. Like,
Well, I mean, it's
but-
all shades of gray.
yeah, but if you're deciding to go into this profession and do that, and it's like, I don't have to fucking make $10 an hour. Bullshit. I could go make a way more money and be, you know, go to porn awards and be the kind of the, you know. I do think there are people that are just free thinking enough that are like, yeah, dude, I dig doing this.
And,
you know,
99% of them are medicating for a reason. Just
yeah,
my opinion.
for
I
sure,
don't know.
no doubt about it. And so yeah. Anyway, but that's my latest feeling, because I couldn't stand this Stormy Daniels chick.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Now you
and
feel
then,
pity.
Now I honestly do, and maybe that's wrong. Maybe, you know,
Her lawyer-
hey, she's
her-
free to do what she wants. Fuck her lawyer.
Her lawyer's
God
going to
damn
come
it.
out more famous than anybody out of the whole
Ugh.
thing. He may run for president, dude.
He is kidding himself. He looks like a fucking buffoon every time I see him talking. Every time. He looks like a shady ass fucking lawyer.
Yeah, but he's he hits back, you know.
Yeah.
And
Let's
that
do
would
that.
be incredible.
What?
Michael Avenatti, is that his name?
Yeah.
Against Trump.
Dude, that's when you just put gun to the mouth and
Dude,
just take yourself
I
out.
might
like,
move to Canada at that point.
like,
I might start saying
seriously.
shit like that.
I mean, that is.
Canada will have me, right? Neighbors of the North. I know
Fuck,
there's a lot
yes.
of
You've said
listeners
some
out there.
disparaging things.
I did. I questioned whether they were a valid country. That was
Yeah,
early.
It was early on. You have changed
Before I
it
really
too.
thought about it.
But if those comments resurface, you might be met at the border
I know.
and shamed a little bit first. But they'll let you in. Yeah, they're good people over there, up there. You know?
Simple people, but a good people.
Absolutely, they are. You know, I'll have trouble taking the police force seriously. I'll be honest, with the wide pants and the fucking Mountie hat. I will giggle when I see them, but other than that, you know.
Their president's a real douche,
We
but
like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind.
prime minister or whatever.
Yeah, Trudeau, Justin Trudeau. Would you want to be French Canadian? Would you want to be in Quebec?
No,
where
thank
would
you.
you go? Would
No,
you be
thank
like
you.
right over the border in
Yeah.
Windsor?
Yep.
You're
Try to be as American as I could.
Dude, you don't want to be in Windsor. Where's the? You'd fit in good. Where's the east side town that? Or no, that was in Ohio. Never mind.
Maybe I'd head over to Stratford.
Oh, I'll never forget her standing up on the bus.
Class,
Class.
I've got an announcement to make.
Imagine a bus full of horny, half-drunk seniors in high school who are
Reluctantly in Shakespeare class. You
Yes.
had to take a class. This
as
was
kind of a
whatever.
joke, wink, wink.
Yes.
Let's all our buddies get in class together. And we're all facing one way, and she's the teacher at the head of the bus, so happy to be in
With not bad
Stratford.
titties, by the way.
Not terrible. No, absolutely not. And how did she say it, Jay?
Class, I've got an announcement to make. Everybody, look up here. Class, we're in Stratford. We're like, sweet.
And they boo. What the fuck were we in Stratford for, anyways?
So go watch a play, man. Macbeth.
Was it Macbeth? I
Yeah.
saw Macbeth.
Yeah, you did.
Fuck, I didn't even
Yeah.
know that. I had no idea how cultured I was. Are you
saw it.
sure I didn't
Yes.
sneak out and like grab beers or something?
No, you had to sit there. It was required.
What did it? Was it boring?
Yeah.
I have no recollection of it. All I remember from that trip is, class, we're in Stratford. Jason Maxiell,
Former Piston.
former Pistons, 7 years-ish on some pretty lousy Pistons teams. Or
Did he play for anyone else? Jesus, pull him up.
He did. He played for the Magic and the Hornets, and then retired in 2015.
Okay.
Spent 8 years with the Pistons.
Okay player, kind of
Yeah.
a role guy.
Yeah.
Sixth man, seventh man kind of guy.
10 years in the NBA, nothing to frown at. He probably made a shitload of money. But he's been having trouble with his marriage of late. And so with Brandy, high school sweethearts. And over the weekend, he was on, I guess, you know, the OWN network, Oprah Winfrey Network.
Heard of it?
Yeah, I've never seen it, but she's got one of these, who's the chick? Ayanla is her name. And Ayanla was a guest, one of these, like, Dr. Phil was a guest on Oprah and then she launched him into the stratosphere. She's done this with a few people.
Kingmaker.
Yes. Ayanla is one of them that's like a therapist, relationship expert, and did this with Oprah. Was on Oprah's show a bunch of times as a guest, and then I think they had a falling out for a while, but then regrouped or whatever. But anyway, so they went. She's got a show called Fix My Life, and so Brandy thinks that Jason has fucked 8 chicks in his life while they were married. Turns out
And that's going to be a huge problem for her, or what? Like, what's the lead into this? They're there for relationship counseling. They're on the They're on the outs. They're talking it through. Mm-hmm. She's like, yeah, he's got a sex problem.
Yeah, he's cheating on
Banged
you.
8.
Do we have
8
video?
chicks.
Video of it. She thinks that.
Yeah. His
NBA
number
player.
turns out to be quite different.
Yeah. Was this necessary to
Yes,
announce?
and what's going on? Does she know how many women you slept with?
No.
She thinks 8
In our marriage.
In our
in
marriage.
the marriage.
Right.
Do you think the number matters to her?
His glasses are mine.
Yes.
They're her boss.
It would be crushing for her.
I ain't building it up, Ayanla.
I mean, how many has it been?
Look at her
What
eyebrows.
difference does it make? Why do you want to
Over-tweezed.
know the number?
Just
What do you mean,
enough.
what difference does it make? Oh, wait. Pause. I know, this has gotten more disturbing than ever. This looks like a mask this woman is wearing.
Look at that, man.
I don't approve of the lipstick shade.
I agree with that. You're right, man. How much time did she take on her face? Look at that shit.
Someone did that to her.
Clownery.
Someone did that to her. Yeah, maybe she wants to be a clown. I
Ladies,
don't know.
no one to stop.
Dude, this looks Sharpied on. I'm not even kidding. This
Well,
looks
that whole quarter-inch toward the inside,
Yeah.
that totally looks Sharpied on, right?
Yeah. Looks like it would squeak when you put it on, too.
It's too much.
Way too much.
It's not working because you're about to hear how philandering your husband is.
Yeah.
It's more than 50.
In our marriage proof?
I'll say yes.
Is that true? Yeah.
Now, how does that feel?
Like, it's
What do you
awesome.
think?
No, I need you to be in touch
That's
with
gotta
disgusting.
cross
But why is more than 50 disgusting, but more than 10 ain't?
Well, that's true.
Hold on, stop it for a
I'm
moment.
not saying more than 10, is it? 8 is
They are so desperate at this point in their lives, for whatever reason. Jason's not a good investor, whatever it is, that they're sitting here on TV doing this.
Yeah.
Why would you do this?
I don't know.
What the hell, man? Why do we even know this happened? Why was this broadcast to us?
I don't know.
How could you do this to your wife, man?
High school sweetheart, too. Because look, there's a lot of guys that ran around in the NBA. And a lot of the wives and girlfriends will talk, but they know. It's
Sure.
like, dude,
Part of
bitches
the
are
deal.
throwing themselves in. Part of the deal.
I get sweet eyebrows.
Yes.
He gets to bang a few chicks here and there.
He sprinkles a few randoms around the country that I don't know about, don't want to hear about, but I get to have the fucking wardrobe and I get the house on the water, and it's awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have the kids and the ring. Fuck all those other bitches. But why on earth would you go on here to your high school sweetheart? So my point being, he could literally be in love with her. He could actually like this person, but just be a fucking dick that needs to get his dick wet all the time. You know, he takes it to another level with, I want my dick stroked to completion.
Well, we're about to hear how many he admits to.
Yeah.
Now, this is in marriage. This is not just number of chicks he's banged,
Yes.
but actually
Yeah.
chicks while married to this girl.
It's a lot. It was a lot for me.
50's
But
a
what
lot
do you
for her.
think he's doing? Do you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Have you asked him?
I haven't. I've asked. I don't know.
What?
And at this
Ask
point,
him.
I don't care. I don't want to know.
Oh, you care.
You don't want to know.
No, I don't.
Why?
I just
well.
don't.
Oh, she's getting up.
Okay,
She's
wait a
leaving.
minute. Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Hold on.
Got to get the real number out
We
before
haven't
you
gone to
leave.
the punchline yet.
Hold on.
Can't walk
Hold
off
on.
set
No,
until we
no.
get to the punchline.
Miss Brandy, leaving is not gonna help.
No, let me. Wait. I know he reveals the actual number. What happened?
I watched most of that and I just assumed it was coming after.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. We don't get the punchline either. Okay, the punchline is he fucked 341 chicks.
That's what he admits.
Yeah.
Isn't that a weird number?
What?
Why don't you just be like
take issue-
350? That means he's actually doing tick marks. If
It
he
would
knows
have to be.
341, like once you get beyond like 27, if you're not doing
That's a good number.
if you're not doing tick marks, you're not going to be able to remember that shit. You're not
Unless-
going to remember what you were on. Am I on 27 or 29? Shit.
Is it possible that it's like he would know because it turns out I had 341 road games in the NBA?
He just looks back to his stat line.
He just goes,
Yeah.
I know I got fucked every single night on the road.
Maybe.
I mean, that's the
Maybe.
only thing that makes sense. Otherwise, he's way too occupied. And you're right. He's tick marking.
Yeah.
And he has that piece of paper somewhere.
Yeah.
And then had to count up 5,
10, 15, 20.
245, 250,
God.
330, 35, 341.
And then wouldn't you just be like over 300?
Would you round up to 350? Would you go, I don't know, somewhere over 300? I don't know. It is what it
Right
is.
around 350.
I hope these kids are able to work this out. They've been married 8 years, and in 8 years, he fucked 341 women, not her. That's a lot. That's a lot,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You know, when Ayanla or whatever says, well, why is 50 gross, but 8 isn't? It's like, it just
Yeah,
is.
the higher it gets, the grosser it is. Ayanla.
Like, I think a lot of people fucked 8 people, but I don't care if you fucked 1,000. That doesn't matter to me. I don't put that much, like it's that valuable. But I can see why someone would go, yeah, 8 is okay, fucker, but
yeah,
50.
but now you're talking 50. That's a game changer. And then 341
I think a lot of women
while
would-
married. 341 while married.
in 8 years. I think they've been together for 17 years, but they're talking about during the marriage of 8 years. Shit, which means, goddamn, that number's probably up over 1,000 by now. So, do you think now that we've gotten to this point for them, do you think it's possible that 341 is the number and it doesn't grow anymore? That we've
Right. Yeah, he's done with that. He learned his lesson.
Yeah.
Seeing how bad he hurt her.
yeah. And you're right. It's like, dude, she basically gave you free.
He's
free
only
pass.
35, by the way. He's not. He's not like his sex drive is to the point where it's.
He's got 30 more years of this shit.
Yeah, look at Cos. Look at the Cosby.
Yeah, good
I mean,
point.
shit. So yeah, I hope he's done. But dude, you had the perfect thing. You got this bitch at home, and she's basically said right there, like, I don't ask questions, and I don't really want
Right.
to know. Like, what are you doing on TV, admitting to 341 now?
Had to be contractually obligated. It had to be like, all right, we'll pay you this if you're truthful about the number, right? Because otherwise you'd be like, yeah,
Ah,
a little bit more than 8.
yeah.
Jesus, how many road games?
If it's 341, how hilarious would that be if we cracked his code? Because I think everyone's gonna have that same question. Like, dude, how 341? Unless you're jotting it down. My guess is he had 341 road games in his NBA career.
Hey, you already know that Hamlin Pub is a great place to watch the big tackle ball game or even out for an evening with your girl. But are you aware of Hamlin Pub's amazing Tuesday and Thursday food specials? Tuesdays are burger and brew days. That's an Angus burger, fries, and your choice of 12-ounce domestic beer or soda, just $6.99. I think O'Doul's would be included there. If pizza's more your thing, get there on Thursdays when you'll get half off all pizzas. These specials are good at all 5 Hamlin Pub's locations: Clarkston, Chesterfield, Rochester, and the 2 in Shelby Township. Mentioning the one, or Shelby Township there, 22 Mile and Hayes is where we're going to be on September 29th. So come out and hang with us.
Yeah, very good. How we doing, E?
I mean, I don't know. Technically, 10 years in the league, that'd be 410 because 41 away games, 41 home games. But then there's playoff games.
Was he injured? I mean, we need to know how many games he played in per season.
618 in his career. But I don't know. That doesn't say the homer.
We're right in that range.
Yeah, dude.
Right in that range.
You do 309 road games, and then you throw in a few playoff
15,
games.
About 17. Well, 15, 35 playoff games.
It's literally almost 341, Jay.
Yeah.
He just counted up all the times he was on the road.
Every time I went on the road, I was banging a bitch.
Fucked a bitch. Dude, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Maybe if he had tried a little harder at playing basketball, he would have been better.
Yeah, good point.
Was he even concerned with what his stats were, or was it just, let me get this game over so I can go bang some chick? I'm on the road.
Hell yeah.
I venture to say he's not the only NBA player to be doing this.
I understand that completely.
Even ones that you would categorize as very good players.
I agree, too. I'm just saying, though.
Looks like Julie Chen might be leaving.
Julie Chen Moonves?
Julie Chen Moonves. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That she said that on Big Brother. Oh, pissing people off. What a weird spot for her to be in, because people are like, good, fuck you, bitch, get out of here. It's like, wait, I thought, she didn't go around like all gropey and shit.
Yeah, she's the wife of Les Moonves, the former CBS exec who just left because of all the allegations of sexual.
Do you think she's hot, by the way?
Pull her up.
She had the surgery done, by the way.
Surgery?
She had blepharoplasty.
Oh.
The widening of the eyes.
What?
I already don't
Are you
remember
kidding
her name,
me?
So.
No.
What's her name?
Her divided her family. Yeah.
Wow.
For Asian people. Mm-hmm.
What do you clip a little ligament there or something?
Dude, I know this is weird. Like there's like a I don't know how you say this, a groove or whatever in Asian eyes. So some of them look more closed than others.
Uh-huh.
And I guess it's more attractive to have the one that's more open. And so I don't know if hers were...
It's more attractive that way.
Asian people will tell you that. That's the more sought-after one. Like when they have a baby, they're like, oh, please be the one that it's...
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so she had some...
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a bad... Let me try to find a better one.
Dude, that's like, that's like changing your skin color, the whole
Isn't
Michael
that
Jackson
weird?
thing. Yeah, bleaching your... That's awful.
But for her,
sad.
at the time, she probably really wanted to be on TV and knew, if I'm being honest with myself, this is going to lead to less jobs. If
Connie Chung hadn't blazed a sufficient trail?
You would hope. I don't know what version of the eyes Connie Chung had. You know what I mean? So she's reportedly leaving the show that she created, they say. She created
Big Brother?
The Talk.
Oh.
The Talk, which is her afternoon show, and then she's got Big Brother as well.
Oh, okay.
And it's
is The Talk like The Voice? Not the Voice. The
View.
Yeah, The View. Is it like that?
I guess.
Just a bunch of chicks on a panel?
A bunch of hens, Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it. But a source said she is definitely leaving The Talk. She created, it's like, dude, your husband is running the network.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, I'm going to do a show. I'm going to create something. Actually,
I talk show. I don't know what to call it.
He's like, the view's already there. I don't care. It'll be better. I want to call it The Talk. Sit around with girls and chat.
Yeah, it is. But dude, this is the one with Osborne, Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah, there you go.
And with the chick from is it Melissa Gilbert? Melissa Gilbert.
Yeah, the lesbian from Roseanne.
Yeah,
Melissa Gilbert.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Look at how everybody's represented there.
Dude, that is hilarious.
What a cornucopia.
White woman, black woman, lesbian woman, black woman,
older
Asian woman. Yeah.
Wow, that was the perfect lineup. Now, what are they going to do if Julie leaves?
It's the perfect snapshot of diversity, yet they all think the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
good point.
It's an ironic thing we're dealing with diversity. It's like, okay, we've got all...
You better be diverse, but also think how I think.
All the crayons in the box are represented in every room in Hollywood, yet they all think the same thing. So it's the weirdest diversity we've ever seen on the planet. Anyway, she's leaving the show, a source says, 100%. She's going to stay with Les, loves Les. Apparently, these allegations were all prior to their being married. I wouldn't be surprised if CBS asked her not to come back when she does leave that show. When she'll depart is unclear. It could be this week, or she could do it after Big Brother, but she will be leaving. The decision to exit the talk could result in her losing her gig as the host of Big Brother, which would mean she would be gone from CBS by the end of next week. On Thursday, she returned for the first time since Moonves was forced to resign as CEO. She appeared on Big Brother, and at the end of it, she said, she's always done this, that tag, from outside the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
I'm Julie Chen Moonves. Good night.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Standing by her man.
She always said Julie Chen.
Jesus, do we have a before and after? This eye thing intrigues me. I can't believe that. I've never heard of such a thing.
Bing Julie Chen and then BLEPHAROP Lasty.
I don't know. Okay.
To make her eyes appear larger. She was living in Ohio at the time.
Okay, I've got a before and after.
You do? And what do we think? Do we like the surgery? Do we agree with it?
Of course it's one of these things where she's not made up before and then after she is. And honestly, you put a bunch of black makeup around eyes and they look more closed than ever. I don't know.
Is that real though, this one?
No, I'm looking at this. Yeah, this one doesn't look real to me.
Because that's popping up a lot, dude. That could be real. She could have had a lot of work done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is.
And see, these are the less attractive Asian eyes that I speak of.
She said a nose job too, for sure.
Oh yeah. See, I think she's beautiful. I did not know she had that much work done. That is her on the left, though, dude.
This is her on the left. You sure?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. And if that's what you look like, and you're trying to make it in that industry, I could see why someone would be like, "Fuck, my look's not going to be appealing enough." I mean, you're right about the trail being blazed by Connie Chung. But Connie Chung can't overcome this whole look. You know what I mean? I don't think. If that's really her.
No, I totally, completely understand. Like, okay, my nose looks stupid. Got to fix my nose. This and that. But that's like distinctly, I don't know. You're right. That really is the equivalent to me to trying to change your skin color. I don't know. Is that?
Yeah. No.
Is that like really? Is that racist of me to say that?
No,
Mike,
I think it's racist for a doctor to offer it.
That I identify Asian eyes as Asian. I don't know, man. That just seems to me strange that she's trying to escape from her Asianness.
I'm having a tough time with the conversation, but I know, my sister is married to a Chinese guy, and I know what discussions were. Yes, Jinsu, great dude. And it was like,
but Chinese as fuck.
Fingers crossed.
What?
That you get.
That your kids don't end up all
you get the right. God, this is a terrible fucking conversation. It's a terrible conversation.
They're Amerasian, beautiful kids.
Yes, they are. They're gorgeous kids, but you're hoping that please give good eggs. What the good ones? So it's a tough discussion. I
guess I don't understand the bad eye from the good eye. I see the eye change, but I'm going to need to know more about this.
They
I didn't know
offer the
this was a
surgery
thing,
for a
man.
reason.
I didn't know this was a thing.
Yes. So anyway, she fully supports her
Who are these
husband.
people that are so, like, she has to be a champion for them? Like, it's her life. She's decided that, hey, this is my husband. It just seems like, to me, like, again, this progressive thing.
Yeah, no,
this
I
progressive thing of where it's like, oh, wait a minute, that was her husband. He did something bad, but she's still standing by him. No, now she's a bitch. It's like, what? Wait a minute. Who are you to fucking judge her and her thing?
When she said that, Julie Chen Moonves, she
Good for
did that
her
on
in a
purpose.
way.
I agree. Good for you. You're standing by your man. I don't have
She's
any problem with
decided
that.
that-
And by the way, they've been married 14 years, and all of this shit is before they were married.
Okay.
Everyone agrees that all of these allegations of, he groped a chick or he was blah, 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 all before it. So what she's known of him is wonderful CEO, wonderful husband, wonderful father, with maybe a sketchy past, powerful fucking guy, one of the most powerful players in the entire industry. Titan, if you will.
A titan.
A titan of the industry.
A magnate.
Yes.
I mean, the fuck these people
and
to judge, to base, put their own life
but then
choices on.
You've got this guy, he's a public relations powerhouse, Danny Delaney, reacted, he tweets out, tonight, Julie Chen signed off Big Brother as Julie Chen Moonves, firmly standing with her husband, a serial sexual assaulter who ruined careers. She's complicit.
More proof that we need a good war. This is stupid. This is what people are reporting on.
Yeah.
That she said Julie Chen Moonves.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And this guy's trying to destroy her career by saying, because of this, I will no longer put any of my clients on the talk of CBS fellow publicists, I hope you stand with me, and if you don't, I will shame all of you.
God, she has had a lot of work done, but I got to say, she's one of the rare people that definitely looks better afterwards.
Isn't that
you know?
crazy?
Yeah,
most people look freakish
Yeah.
when they have it done. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, that really improved her.
Yeah. Yep. Leslie is a good man, a loving father, devoted husband, and an inspiring corporate leader. He has always been a kind, decent, and moral human being. I fully support my husband and stand behind him and his statement. Leslie. So anyways, hopefully these kids can make this work long term. You know what I mean? Julie, they say, is worth. What do you think Julie Chen is worth, Jay? Any guesses?
Apart from Leslie.
Apart from Leslie. We'll get to Leslie.
You know, she was on Big Brother. She started this show that, I don't know, 25 million.
Yeah, shooting high. 16 million. Not bad. Throw it on the pile. Leslie is worth 700 million.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't know what's going to happen with the $100 million parachute on the way out. They're holding on to that like, you're a bad boy. We'll tell you later how much of this you get.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets that, because I don't know that he's going to be able to get a job again.
He'll be scraping by, yeah.
Yeah, in the CEO seat anyways. You know, well, who's going to hire him to do that now? So his earning days at 68 are probably over. He's going to have to survive on 700 million. You know, if they don't give him any more of the 100 million they promised.
That Hamptons mortgage isn't paying itself, Mike.
No. So yeah, we'll see. You know, hopefully these guys can make this work. He started out as an actor. Did you know that? He was on $1 Million Man.
The 600 million
or $6 Million Man in 1977.
Wait, is it 6 million? Let's square the $6 million
$6 million
man,
man,
not 600.
not the Bionic
not 600.
Man. 6 million.
$6 million man.
And that was just a guy that it cost $6 million to build him back.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what the story was there?
Yeah.
Gemini Man in 1976. I've never heard of it, so I'm assuming you watched it.
No, I've never heard of Gemini Man. Never
Did you
heard
watch
of it.
the $6 Million Man?
From time to time, Lee Majors. You know, I was partial to the Fall Guy when it comes to Lee Majors.
Sure.
Jesus, pull up the theme song. God damn it, is that a great theme song?
The Fall Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you've done this before, but was it the Bionic Man that had that running sound?
Yes.
Or was it $6 Million
No,
Man?
there was $600 million man, and then there was the Bionic Woman, I think.
Okay.
Jesus, I don't want this in Spanish. If this comes up as Spanish,
It just said the Fall Guy.
No, go ahead and play that one. It's probably just got lyrics. They're not going to have a Spanish version of the Fall Guy.
But I've been seen with Farrah. I've never been with anything less than a nine.
Who's singing
so
this?
fine, Lee Majors.
Wow, impressive. Couldn't find a fucking stereo and high def version of this.
I just googled the Fall Guy theme song.
Big
This is
hit.
the first one.
It's the worst audio I've ever heard.
Well, it's not a great song.
It's
anyway.
a terrible song. I'll be honest with you, Jay.
Dude, it's awesome. I'd listen to this 3 times a day if I could.
Really? He did help launch, if you're wondering where he got all his money, he launched ER, Friends. He brought a young star by the name of Bill Cosby over to CBS.
Young rapist.
Survivor, CSI, 2.5 Men, Everybody Loves Raymond, Big Bang Theory, The Talk. He's got he lives in a 10,000 square foot Beverly Hills mansion.
So I love how these execs get 100% credit for, those shows.
Right.
Like,
What did
yeah,
he really
they happened
do?
under him. I understand he gets some credit, but oh my God.
What did he do to launch
Wait.
Friends or ER? I want to know.
I'm
you know what I
assuming
mean?
he wrote the
pilot?
script.
Acted in all
He
of
wrote
them,
the
but-
pilot.
Oh,
Then
of
also
course.
did I'm assuming the casting. He picked Matt LeBlanc. He picked.
Well, no, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. He wrote the script for the pilot episode of ER and Survivor. This guy's busy. This pisses me off, though. And I don't know why, because it doesn't surprise me, but in that mansion, 10,000 square foot in Beverly Hills, home includes a $500,000 personal screening room paid for by CBS. Why? The guy's making $67 million a year, and CBS needs to buy his fucking home screening room? Are you kidding me? I know the rich get richer, but that's insulting. Seriously. Oh, by the way, he's also got a $28 million Malibu beach pad. But traffic's a bitch in LA. If you're trying to get from Beverly Hills to Malibu, that could take you an hour, Jay.
Is that
So-
right?
yeah, so
I'm
you're
not
better off
as
staying for the
familiar with
weekend.
California as you are.
Yeah, that wasn't the point. I was just saying, like, dude, who wants to make that commute when you want to go to the summer beach house? You stay there. It's the best way to do it. Why don't we get to some email?
I've never spent much time in school, but I taught the ladies plenty. Come on, Mike.
You know,
line like that.
He likes some
It's
weird
true,
shit.
I
You know
hired
what
my
I mean?
body out
It's
to
just
pay.
fucking weird. Like the cartoons
Hey.
he watched, the songs that he
I've
likes.
gotten burned over
It's
Cheryl
fucking
Teague's
weird.
blown up
I
for
never
Raquel
even
Welch.
heard this song before, and he wants to hear it 3 times a day. Have you ever heard of anything so ridiculous?
I don't
It's
know
not even a
what
catchy song. It's not even a catchy song.
How about this song, gentlemen?
What's that?
And then we're gonna find out his friend Doug, and then we're gonna give him a best friend hug. Come on, Isis. Doug, 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 Doug. Now's the time. Contact Realtor Doug Steinert. Call him 248-765-1781. He and the team at Century 21 Campbell will work to get you the absolute best deal on the sale and/or purchase of your home. Doug's the man. He's easy to work with and a great friend of the show. Call Douglas today at 248-765-1781. And we mean that. We mean everything we just said about Douglas.
Oh, I've called him.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to write in the show,
How do you
send
do
us
it?
your thoughts to email at detroitcast.com. Let me be clear on that. That's email at detroitcast.com. If you'd like to send us anthrax or any other package, send it to P.O. Box.
Eric at
250-268, Franklin, Michigan, 48025. Now, we continue to get comments on our strangely viral Rubik's Cube video. The kid gets boner after solving Rubik's Cube. Every now and then
What are we
they
up to
roll
in
in.
views, by the way?
I don't know. I think we're just short of 2 mil.
Really? Because, you know, what's his name just hit 10 million. Mike on Africa. Mike Massey.
Oh, really?
Mike Massey on Africa. He was tweeting out that he just hit 10 million views. So we got a ways to go, gentlemen.
Let's see what we can do with our Rubik's Cube.
Yep.
Humble B chimes in. Did you just call cubers nerds and noobs?
Yes.
We did not call them noobs. I wanted to correct the record. We absolutely called them nerds. Did anyone say noobs?
That word is not in my vocabulary.
No.
I've never called anyone a noob, I don't think.
I have, but not in this context.
Are you
sir? I'm certain of it.
What about
you can
in the
scour that video. I never said the word noob.
I think I would know if you did. I don't believe you did either. However, is it possible that someone went back and found the full episode, took the longer version, and somewhere in there you called them noobs?
In what context
I
would I
wouldn't put it past you. I could see you calling someone a noob.
I didn't. Now, one of our, every now and then you get anybody out there who has a YouTube channel knows this. You get email alerts when you get comments on videos. So sometimes they catch my eye when people comment on really old ones. Like this one was one that me and Isis posted. Why do old men hang out naked in locker rooms? So we just, it's a piece that we discussed probably 2, 3, 4 years ago, and then we just posted a little snippet of it. And we get a comment today from Yoselin7. These poor emasculates. And I'm going to read this word for word. I usually red pen these so that they sound cogent. These poor emasculates whose hold on their own masculinity is so tenuous that they are always plagued by their terror of repressed homosexual feelings, disguised though they may be, still very obvious. Oh, please keep those naked genitals away from me. Pathetic. This is one of the most lamentable, even tragic effects of modern-day feminism, that young men like the hapless boys above are utterly deballed, and therefore they are resentful of and frightened by the older guys who are secure and comfortable being men. Worse than sad, profoundly consequential. That dude watched that video and was pissed that we were bitching about old men walking around nude in locker rooms.
Sounds like he likes walking around nude in locker rooms.
You know what this son of a bitch did next, though?
What?
He followed us on YouTube.
I guarantee you, he's going to troll. He's going to want to fucking attack us for real.
That son of a bitch.
What was it just seems odd. The old man in the locker room.
Blow drying their pubes and stuff. They got their General Washington in, with their leg up. Their leg up on the stool, and they're sitting there literally with a blow dryer, just blow drying their taint and their balls.
By the way, that hair dryer at waist level is not there for you to blow dry your balls, asswipe. It's for handicapped people. It's the wheelchair fucking hair dryer, not your dick and balls hair dryer. Christ's sakes. And it's not a thing of like, oh, these poor men who have grown up in this feminist blah, 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 and been deballed. No, this was fucking creepy and weird to us when we were toddlers. It was weird to walk in there, when I had, the black guy backhanding with the
Lotion.
Double stroking his dong, and it's
Just lotioning it up.
dude. I mean, honestly,
It gets ashy. You know, it gets ashy.
absolutely. It's like elbows. You know what I mean? It was brilliant though, and I'm probably just extremely jealous that I don't have the tools necessary.
The movement of it, yeah, the two-hander.
You know, I mean, it's like milk. He'd be a great udder milker. You know what I mean? Like his
Get that man on a dairy farm. Stat.
He had done that before. No shame at all. He didn't care. Was it this? Where was it that? God damn it, Uwe.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Southfield, whatever.
Club,
Or something,
yeah.
his
Racket club or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, the Beeve writes in, a grievance has found me, so I'm going to go ahead and put the Beeve
Clock him.
to a clock. I know that driving grievances have been spurned, but I drive up north most weekends, and I go crazy when I'm following a jackass on a 2-lane road, US 23, for example, and they drive 50 miles per hour. But when it opens up to the 4 lanes for passing, they speed up to 70 miles an hour, only to drop back down to 50 once the passing lane ends. As my grandmother used to say, what this country needs is a good war. I think I said that today, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks for the great shows this month.
Whoa.
This
Go.
month? What?
Dude, he's trying to get you go.
Beef.
He's trying to get you go.
Dude, I think there's people. I think there's two kinds of people. I think some of them just subliminally, like they feel they're being passed, and so they speed up. We've all encountered that, right? Somebody just going dog shit slow, and you're like, okay, fuck face, start to pass them, and then all of a sudden they're speeding up. Or there's people who like get offended, I think, in some way, like screw this guy's speeding, screw him, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let him in, and they speed up. It's kind of there's some weird shit that goes on with passing.
I had a guy do that to me. Where it was on the freeway, and he was driving like a fuck in the fast lane, and it pisses me off. You know, I don't know that I would have honked or brighted him, but I went to go around him,
And all of a sudden, he's the alpha dog.
He's the alpha dog speeding up. I'm not kidding you, dude. I think it was probably going to East Lansing or Kalamazoo, so it was a long drive. This motherfucker did this. And the weird thing was, he wouldn't look at me like, fuck you. He's acting like he didn't notice I was there. Staring straight
that's
ahead.
What I wonder.
And-
Some of it's subconscious.
And I'm in a piece of shit. I'm not making any money. I'm in a piece of shit car. It's not like I can dust him and take off. And he's just, the whole way, he would get in front of me and then slow down, like ridiculous. And then as soon as I'd go to pass him, like, you motherfucker. He'd be looking straight ahead and just speed up with me. Never, dude.
Just fucking with you, huh?
It was insanity. He was a sociopath.
Have you encountered this on the trail running?
Yeah. Oh, on the trail.
Yeah, I think there's certain people, like everybody's on their own journey when they're out there. Like you can never judge like, oh, this person's going slow, they suck. No, they might be running fucking 20 miles and you might be running 2,
Or they might suck.
Or they might suck. You don't know.
I used to do it when I was better. When I used to be able to run, if someone got on me,
You were a pro period runner?
yeah, I would get like, oh,
You'd
fuck
speed it
this.
up. Yeah, nobody like. I think there's something in your brain you don't like to feel like you're being passed.
Right. I've given into it now because I just fucking suck.
Yeah.
But
Dude, we're men at core. Even you, E, a little bit.
like you don't want to feel like you can't keep up.
I might not be a man, but I'm competitive.
Does it matter if it's a female passing you?
Of course it does.
Does that make it worse?
No, it doesn't
Fuck
make it.
yes, it does.
Yeah, well,
That's what I'm thinking too.
I don't know.
Fuck that shit.
We've all felt the frustration that the Beeve felt with his passing lane. I'm going to go ahead and say bona fide, because whether it's conscious or subconscious, it's annoying as fuck. People ought not do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Stay in the fucking right lane unless you're passing. How about that? But
yeah, I'm gonna say rare yet bona fide.
Okay.
sure.
Because I think you're going to run into this a couple times in your life. This isn't something that you need to get worked up about. So I'm leaning towards old man
problem is
pussy,
when it-
but I'll say it's bona fide because I have encountered this issue.
The problem is when I think I mean everything we always like. Oh, when it affects you the most is when it matters. But when he's talking about going up north, man, and it's like. You're like in your mind, you're like, I want to be on that fucking lake, or I want to be on that fucking,
Yeah,
you know, and it's
you
like,
know those passing lanes
and
he's
all
talking
those-
about, right?
right, and
If you
all
get
those
stuck
little
behind
miles-
some fucking fifth wheel going 50 miles an hour,
Some Winnebago.
some fifth wheel labeled prowler.
I've
on
only
the
got
back.
3
The
days. I need
Fury.
to fucking get up there and drive back. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Save the rest for tomorrow.
Very good. All right, let's get out of here.
I might jump an open drawbridge
fuck's sake.
or Tarzan from a
Can't stand
vine.
this song.
'Cause I'm the unknown
I'm not even
stunt
playing the
man
album. I'm
that
not even
makes
playing the
Eastwood
outro
look
today,
so
E.
fine.
Don't even play it because we got Jay to sing us out.